heard a series of like sonic booms coming in fast repetition.
A mass shooting at a 4th of July parade.
I just looked back at my dad, and right behind him, this girl just fell in cold blood. 6 people dead, dozens left injured.
I just felt sick to my stomach. It was just carnage and horrific.
Tonight, a nation once again asking why.
A new number for emergency help.
It's a fluid number, but we've added well over probably about 60 people to our team so far, and we're not done yet.
How 988 is already having a positive impact, even though it's still 2 weeks away from launching.
Plus, the painted pianos return to Fort Collins. And first tonight, the all clear has sounded. Still some dramatic images from Aurora where a brush fire came dangerously close to homes.
This happened in the area of Himalaya Street and East Mansfield Lane. That's in the Tall Grass neighborhood on the very east side of Aurora. Firefighters were able to quickly get this fire under control. It's 100% contained. There are no reports of any injuries or damage. While investigators are working to determine the cause, firefighters say they could hear fireworks as they contained the fire.
And that brush fire happened as people gathered in Aurora tonight to watch the city's annual 4th of July spectacular. In fact, this is the view of the show from Air Tracker 7. And Aurora PD letting us know that Aurora SWAT is also at that fireworks show tonight, keeping watch. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Elsewhere tonight, the Colorado Rapids, they're celebrating the 4th with what they are billing as the state's largest fireworks show.
It's a great one. Let's check in with Denver 7 CB Cotton live at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City. CB?
Hey, Ann and Jessica, obviously it's pretty loud out here, so I'm having to talk loud to our viewers at home. But yes, a beautiful fireworks display underway here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Tough loss for the Colorado Rapids to the Austin FC, but it didn't spoil tonight's mood. I want to step out of the way and give you all a better view. Absolutely gorgeous display out here. This has been a tradition for the Colorado Rapids, this Independence Day game with the fireworks display since 1996. I want to let you all see the fireworks. If you can get somewhat of a view of them right now, they're absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful display. Everyone is having a great time. Things started happening at around 9:50 tonight, and they're expected to continue for about another 10 minutes or so. Everyone is out here with their lawn chairs, blankets, enjoying this Independence Day holiday. I'm going to send things back over to you all in the studio.
Also celebrating the 4th with fireworks tonight, the city of Louisville. With the Marshall Fire still fresh in the minds of the community, the city tells Denver 7 that it made a careful decision to go on with tonight's show. Officials scaled the show back while the fire department had extra crews on hand. One neighbor who lost his home in the fire says he understands why the fireworks would be unsettling for some, but he believes they can be a reason to celebrate during tough times.
There's always two sides to things. But I think it's going to be healing for some. For others, it is going to be tough. A scary thing happened that no one could control or prevent. So I think people are really on edge about those things in life that are scary.
The fire department tells Denver 7 their biggest concern tonight is people setting off their own fireworks.
And it's because of incidents like this why firefighters don't want you shooting off your own fireworks. A garage in Highlands Ranch was destroyed last night when improperly discarded fireworks ignited a fire inside. And crews were able to get the fire under control before it could spread to the home. No people were hurt. However, a cat had to be given oxygen. And firefighters say if you're going to fire off your own fireworks, let them cool off and soak in water before you throw them away.
Tonight, a 22-year-old man is in custody, accused of gunning down more than 6 people at a 4th of July parade near Chicago. The shooting leaving the nation stunned as it celebrates its Independence Day. This happened in Highland Park, a suburb about 30 miles north of Chicago.
And that shooting and chaos that followed also left more than 24 people injured. ABC's Alex Perez reports from Highland Park.
Now in custody, 22-year-old Robert E. Cremo III, whom Highland Park police first identified as a person of interest hours after that July 4th shooting.
Robert Cremo III was spotted by a North Chicago unit at Buckley and 41, his vehicle, the vehicle that we were looking for. A brief pursuit went on. Ultimately, they were able to get the subject stopped.
The parade panic captured on video, showing crowds scrambling for safety as shots rang out.
You heard a series of like sonic booms coming in fast repetition. You heard people screaming, saying bodies down, bodies down.
Dr. David Baum was at the parade with his family, a day of celebration now stained by sights and sounds he can never forget.
I would say, not having served in the armed forces, these are the kinds of injuries that are seen in war.
Authorities say many of those injuries were caused by shots fired from a rooftop of a nearby business. A rifle was later recovered. The victims ranging in age from 8 to 85. In Washington, President Biden reacting.
You all heard what happened. You all heard what happened today. But each day we're reminded there's nothing guaranteed about our democracy. Nothing guaranteed about our way of life.
The Highland Park shooting comes as federal law enforcement agencies remain on high alert about the potential for violence at holiday gatherings. The Department of Homeland Security raising concerns about the possibility of extremists or lone wolves lashing out of anger or resentment over a variety of political issues. Alex Perez, ABC News, Highland Park, Illinois.
Authorities in Weld County need your help finding a 12-year-old girl with autism. This is Marcelle Brazil. She's not been seen since around 3 o'clock this afternoon in the Highland Park neighborhood of Greeley. Anyone who sees Marcelle is asked to please call Weld County's non-emergency dispatch number at 970-350-9600.
And Westminster police are investigating a road rage incident turned stabbing. This happened this afternoon in the parking lot of the Sheridan Boulevard Walmart. Police say 2 men were fighting when one of them stabbed the other. The victim was taken to the hospital and police say the other man drove off. Tonight they are looking for a description of that man and his vehicle.
And eastbound lanes along I-70 near Ward Road, they're back open tonight following a deadly crash in Wheat Ridge. Police believe a Jeep clipped a sedan. That caused the Jeep to roll, and both vehicles ended up on the frontage road. Police say a 25-year-old man driving the Jeep was killed. A passenger in the Jeep suffered non-life-threatening injuries, and no one in the sedan was hurt. Now tonight, many of us look and wonder at beautiful fireworks displays. But for combat veterans, psychologists say the loud booms and whistling sounds can trigger PTSD.
According to the National Alliance on Mental Health, PTSD affects 3.6% of the country's adult population. And a little more than a week, a national hotline for mental health will launch, aimed at helping people readily get the help they need.
Denver 7 CB Cotton reports our state has been preparing for months.
I lost that purpose. Everybody counted on me.
Life stories like these are similar to what these call takers hear on a daily basis. And now, here at Rocky Mountain Crisis Partners, Clinical Director Sherry Skelding says there's more people answering the phone than ever before.
Hiring many new team members on our front lines, which are individuals who are answering our crisis line and our support line in preparation for 988.
988, a new nationwide number that's launching in under 2 weeks. The number will connect Americans in crisis with suicide prevention and mental health counselors.
3-digit numbers aren't something that just exists. It's something that has to be created, and the entire nation and all of our telecom companies have to be on board, and it has to be made. So the fact that this is happening just for accessibility alone is a big deal.
Rocky Mountain Crisis Partners already provides 24/7 crisis support through the state's existing line for mental health services. But in 2020, bipartisan legislation in the U.S. Congress mandated the launch of 988 by this summer. Skelding says they've bolstered their team to support the new hotline.
We've added well over probably about 60 people to our team so far, and we're not done yet.
Come July 16th, anyone with a Colorado area code who calls 988 can be routed to a crisis counselor from Rocky Mountain Crisis Partners.
If you're not calling from a phone that has a Colorado area code, you won't necessarily come to our center. You'll be routed to the center whose phone number you're closest to.
Every Coloradan who calls will be connected with appropriate resources and follow-up care can be arranged. Skelding says 988 represents a chance for people to find solutions in their own story.
You know, a lot of our callers are calling us on some of the worst days of their lives. What closely underlines that then is a national recognition of the need, and to really try to normalize conversations around 988 and behavioral health crises.
CB Cotton, Denver 7.
It's been a sizzler of a 4th of July today. Is there any cooler weather on the way?
A summertime favorite on the Front Range.
It just adds to the atmosphere of downtown.
Painted pianos return to Fort Collins.
Plus, no dethroning the king. Joey Chestnut once again wins the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.